And we're back with Andy Douglas here on Quincy Journal. Congratulations, 3-0. That's got to feel pretty good.
It is. It's nice. It's nice. It's a nice feeling.
Talk to me about how nervous you were on Thanksgiving. Did you eat anything on Thursday?
Oh, yeah. Do I look like I passed up a meal? Yeah, I had plenty to eat, probably too much. But I really didn't have any nerves. I was more just anxious to get out and kind of see where our guys were and how we would play. So as far as nervous goes, the guys know I really don't get too nervous at times, but it was more anxious, just getting out and seeing where we were at the time.
Well, given the fact that even though you're the new head coach, you've done this 4 times as a player and numerous times as a coach too.
Yeah, and the expectations, I knew what those were going into it. I knew the importance of it, and the feeling being there as a player. It's different as a coach, but still has some of those nerve-wracking moments. So I guess it was kind of easy transition for me, and I thought our players did a really good job handling the situation as well.
Well, absolutely. After kind of a weak first half, you come out, you get 26 in the third quarter, and you got to say, man, I said something really cool at halftime.
Yeah, it was a great feeling for those guys to kind of get out, and scoring was something that we really had more questions about than the defensive part of it, where our points were going to come from, and we saw over the course of the tournament that we're going to be able to score in a wide variety of ways, but if we are going to score, everything has to click for us.
Talking about your ball club, Lincoln Elby, the MVP, but it seemed like every game you had somebody step up, a game-winning last-second shot on Friday night, and kids coming in off the bench, and you're like, this is discovery time.
It is, and that's what we kind of told them, that we're going to get guys out and put you in different situations that you've been in the past, and kind of see how you react to them. And I thought our guys did a really good job. We have had in the last 3 games, and we're going to have for the rest of the season, a variety of guys step up at different times. What's good for us is if 2 or 3 of those guys step up at the same time, which I think is possible. But we have a lot of different guys that are able to do some things, both offensively and defensively, to get us going.
In watching all 3 games on Quincy Journal, I came away with 2 thoughts. One, there's no one player I can key on if I'm going to scout against Quincy. And 2, this is a ball club that can come at you in all kinds of different angles.
Yeah, and that's exactly it. And I think it is going to be hard to scout us, because you're going to say, hey, look, every one of the guys that they play, and even the guys that don't get in that could potentially get some time, they're important pieces to what they do, and that's the goal of it all. You don't want a weak link when you're out there, whether it's offensively or defensively. You want your guys to be able to compete on both ends, and I think our guys have shown that they can step up and do just that. And I was really excited about the defensive end. I thought our aggression. We misplayed a few, and we're going to have that early on. They don't quite grasp everything that we're trying to do right now, and that's okay. It's a learning process, but I was excited about our energy and effort on the defensive end.
And in looking at your half-court set, the ball press is still kind of hanging around?
It is. We've extended it a little more, and we're trying to do a couple different things. I think you'll see that this Friday with Rocky and all of those who travel this Saturday up north to Oswego. But we're going to implement a couple different things, and we want to be able to throw some different defenses, different schemes at teams this year, and keep them on their toes. And I think this weekend showed that we can do that.
And in talking about Friday night, of course, a big home game with Rock Island, and you have memorable Rock Island games as a player and as a coach. But then the Oswego trip, that's a long trip and the first of a 3-game road trip.
It's going to be a tough weekend for us, and you probably hear me say that quite often. We have a lot of tough weekends, but this is obviously the opening of the Western Big Six against one of the top teams the conference has had in the last 7-8 years. And you could say even back in when we played, it was like that too. But so it's going to be a tough challenge for our guys, but I think it's one that they're excited about. They're excited about getting Rocky on their home floor, and they understand that a lot of people have been talking about them and putting them up high in the rankings thus far, which is out of respect. They should.
Oh, yeah, heck yeah.
But anytime you can get a chance to knock off the number 1 right now, it's a good time. So they're excited about the opportunity. We're excited about it, and got a couple more days of work to put in, and we'll be ready.
Last thing I'll take away from this, I've talked to a number of fans in the last few days, and they all came away saying the same thing. This team looks to be more relaxed and comfortable with what they're doing out there than what we've seen before. You feel that way?
I don't really know because I didn't get a chance to watch them too often in the past. But what I do see right now is I see the guys are they're comfortable making plays, and we have to have that. And I want that with players. I think that I want them to be able to play and make basketball plays and not have to really think and be robotic on the court. And I think that's when we play our best. So I hope our guys are coming away with that, and it's nice that the fans are seeing that. But we got a long ways to go, and our guys know that, and we're going to keep pushing forward.
Now, I understand Cleydene Douglas was in the stands.
She was.
You don't dare lose.
No, not when she's there. Not when she's there.
Andy Douglas, our guest. A reminder that we'll have all of your Quincy High games on 103.9 The Fox with Tim Kincherf, and, of course, you can catch them right here on QuincyJournal.com.